Good evening. You are watching the program Global Weather News. Today we bring you a special report on the extraordinary meteorological developments unfolding in the Atlantic Ocean, where two rare tropical cyclones, Humberto and Imelda, have appeared simultaneously, creating a highly unusual phenomenon known as the Fujiwara effect. This effect, first described by Japanese meteorologist Sakuhei Fujiwara in 1921, occurs when two cyclones approach each other within a distance of roughly 1.000 to 1.400 kilometers. Under such conditions, they can begin to orbit one another, alter their paths, or in some cases even merge. While Fujiwara interactions are occasionally observed in the Pacific, they are extremely rare in the Atlantic, making this event a focal point of global meteorological attention. According to the latest data from the U.S. National Hurricane Center, NHC, the centers of the two storms are currently just over 1.000 kilometers apart. Humberto, which formed on September 24, rapidly intensified into a Category 5 super hurricane with winds reaching 260 kilometers per hour by September 27, an astonishing, catastrophic strength. It has since weakened slightly to Category 4, but still sustains winds over 200 kilometers per hour, producing heavy rainfall and violent seas across large portions of the ocean. Imelda, on the other hand, only crossed into tropical storm status on September 28 with winds of about 85 kilometers per hour and is expected to continue strengthening in the coming days. Though smaller in scale, Imelda is being pulled and influenced by Humberto's massive circulation, and it is this interaction that has created the meteorological dance called Fujiwara. Experts warn that this Fujiwara effect will cause the two storms to rotate around each other in a counterclockwise fashion. In the current scenario, Humberto, with its sheer power and size, will dominate the interaction, pulling Imelda away from the U.S. East Coast and redirecting it northeastward. Closer to Bermuda, Alex da Silva, hurricane expert at AccuWeather, explained, the interaction between these two storms has unintentionally become a meteorological shield, sparing the southeastern United States from the risk of widespread flooding. Still, this does not mean complete safety. The NHC has stressed that Imelda will still contribute to prolonged heavy rains from Florida up through the Carolinas and Virginia. While both storms are capable of generating extremely dangerous rip currents stretching from southern Florida to the central Atlantic, risks extend further. Humberto's vast circulation is expected to unleash torrential rains and flash flooding in northwestern Bahamas and eastern Cuba, with landslides possible in coastal highland areas. The World Meteorological Organization has also emphasized that once any cyclone surpasses sustained winds of 63 kilometers per hour, it is given an official name, and Imelda has already done so, with further intensification likely. Looking ahead, meteorologists note that the Fujiwara effect can play out in several ways. The storms may simply orbit each other before drifting apart. A larger storm can absorb the smaller one, creating a colossal cyclone, or in extreme cases, both may merge into an unprecedented super hurricane. Regardless of the outcome, unpredictability and volatility are hallmarks of this rare phenomenon. Broadening our view to the 2025 hurricane season, the situation is clearly abnormal. In just 2 months, the Atlantic has already witnessed two Category 5 hurricanes, Erin and Humberto, something unseen for over 90 years. This starkly underscores the severity of today's global climate extremes and serves as a reminder that the season is far from over. Further dangers may well arise in October. Ladies and gentlemen, while this Fujiwara interaction may spare the United States from a direct strike by Imelda, there is no reason for complacency. Heavy rains, flash floods, high surf, and rip currents remain real threats from Cuba and the Bahamas all the way to the U.S. East Coast. Global Weather News urges viewers to monitor official forecasts closely and follow all instructions from meteorological agencies to safeguard themselves and their families. U.S. weather forecast for October 2, 2025. Northeast. Conditions remain stable across New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Massachusetts, and the New England region. Skies will be mostly sunny with daytime highs between 21 and 26 degrees Celsius. And cool nights from 12 to 16 degrees Celsius. Mountain areas of Vermont and New Hampshire may see early morning fog, reducing visibility. Southeast, more unsettled conditions. Southern Florida, including Miami and Fort Lauderdale, can expect scattered afternoon and evening thunderstorms, locally heavy enough to cause temporary flooding in low-lying areas. Georgia and the Carolinas will see partly sunny skies with brief showers possible late in the day. Highs will range from 28 to 31 degrees Celsius. Midwest, the Great Lakes states, Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Illinois, will have partly cloudy skies in the morning, clearing to sunshine later. Highs of 23 to 27 degrees Celsius are expected. Northern Iowa and Minnesota may experience isolated thunderstorms as a weak trough dips south from Canada. Great Plains, the Dakotas, Nebraska, Kansas, and Oklahoma will be hotter than average, with highs from 30 to 34 degrees Celsius, locally up to 35 degrees Celsius. Strong evening thunderstorms may develop over the Dakotas with dangerous wind gusts. South-central U.S. Texas remains hot, with highs from 33 to 37 degrees Celsius, reaching 38 degrees Celsius in western areas. Houston and the Gulf Coast may see isolated showers as moist Gulf air moves inland. Louisiana, Arkansas, and Mississippi will be mostly dry and humid. West Coast, Southern California, including Los Angeles and San Diego, will be hot and dry with highs of 28 to 32 degrees Celsius. Northern California, including San Francisco and Sacramento, will be cooler at 23 to 26 degrees Celsius. Oregon and Washington will be cloudy with scattered light rain and highs of 18 to 22 degrees Celsius. Rocky Mountains and interior West, Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho will have afternoon thunderstorms, some with small hail and gusty winds. Denver will reach 24 to 26 degrees Celsius. Salt Lake City, 25 to 27 degrees Celsius. Higher elevations above 2.500 meters may see light snow at night. Southwest, Arizona and New Mexico remain very hot, with highs from 32 to 35 degrees Celsius, surpassing 37 degrees Celsius in desert regions. Evening storms are possible in some areas due to monsoon moisture. Nevada will be mostly dry and sunny with highs of 30 to 33 degrees Celsius. Alaska, Anchorage stays chilly, 8 to 12 degrees Celsius, with fog and scattered light rain. Hawaii, mostly cloudy with passing showers, highs of 27 to 30 degrees Celsius and high humidity. In summary, October 2nd brings dry, pleasant weather to the Northeast and Midwest, scattered storms to Florida and parts of the Southeast, hot conditions with some storms across the plains and Texas, mixed sunshine and light rain along the West Coast, afternoon storms in the Rockies, oppressive heat in the Southwest, cool damp weather in Alaska, and humid, showery conditions in Hawaii. Thank you for watching. If you found this bulletin helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for the latest weather updates. We will continue to keep you informed in our upcoming broadcasts.